Right, I'm Danny, and this is how to pack and unpack the Sony V1 RE. Step one, what you need to do is these little latches here. You need to flick them up, and then you can open the case. There's the camera. So what you need to do is then, if you grab it like that, take it out of the case, then close the case again, and put the latches down so nothing else falls out or anything like that. Right, so the next step is the XLR cable. That needs to be plugged into this channel 1 slot here. It's got 3 little prongs that plug into these, so you need to line them up and then simply plug it in. Right, next step is putting in the battery, because nothing will work if you don't put the battery in. So what you need to do is you need to put it in this way, wrong way around, then put it in like that, slide it down. Now that's pretty securely locked in and won't come out until you press this button here. Next thing you need to do is we need to put the tape in, which I need to get back out of the box. Always remember to lock them. Right, so there's this little button here to open the tape holder case thing. So you do that, open it up. That won't happen unless you put the battery in. So you need to make sure you put the battery in before you try and put the tape in. Now what you need to do is this needs to go in this way around with this little thing here that moves at the bottom. These little white things need to go facing towards the inside of the camera because they are what hook up to the actual camera. So you just put it in like that, close this little plate here that says push. You don't want to be pushing it down because it will break the system, and it says don't push. So you close it like that, then it will go down, then you can close that up, and then you are pretty much ready to record. So the next thing, when you're ready to record, is what you'll need to do is open the dust cap, which is this little lever here, because as you can see, if I spin it around, you can't see anything. So when I flick that switch, that happens. So now the camera can see, it's not got its eyes closed. Right, so the next step is, for turning on the camera, you need to use this little wheel thing here. What you need to do is you need to move this little white dot to the camera one. So by doing that, you press this green button in here, move it like that, then it's locked in on camera and it's actually turned on. So you can then open this and there you go. You can see the camera's actually on. Right, the next step is to look at the focus, which is this big wheel here. This will help you focus with whatever you're trying to record. The next thing you need to look at is your exposure, which is this. This will control how much light is coming into the camera lens. So as you can see, if I move it, it will change the brightness basically on the camera. So once you've got all that sorted, you are pretty much ready to record. There are 3 record buttons on the camera. There's one here, one here, and one here. Something I forgot with the audio, make sure that all of these 5 switches are up. So to see what you're recording, you can either look through here or look through here and just record then what you want to do. Then once you've finished recording, press any one of the other record buttons to stop it. Then what you can do is you can do the same thing. You press the little green button in, change it to the off, it's gone blue, it's shutting down, there you go, it's off. So then what you need to do is you need to take out, close the dust cap, which is exactly the same way. You just close that, now it's closed. Then what you need to do is open this same way you did before, and it comes out again, just like that. Take that out, put it back in the case so it doesn't get damaged, anything like that. You don't want that getting damaged, or it'll have been pointless using the camera. Then you close this back up again, and the battery's getting flat. There we go. Right, it's going down. Close that up. Then what you can do is you can press this little button here, press that down, that will release the locking mechanism, then the battery will simply come out like that. Then you need to unplug this wire. There's a little latch that you have to pull down, then it will slide down like that, this little one here, and if you leave that like that, put that like that, open the catches, open the case, you put the camera in like that, and then you can close the case back up again. Make sure that you do put these latches down, because you don't want to be walking off when it's open, because it'll just fall out and you'll break stuff. Anyway, that was the Sony V1RE, and that's how you use it basically.